Hello, it's Sadie. I'm coming on to do a spiritual talk today. I'm going to call this Cleansing for Empaths. Spirit wanted me to bring through a couple different things when it comes to cleansing energy. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We are at a new year. This is 2023. There is new energy in the air for us all to begin something, all right? But part of the reason why people's resolutions fail is not because they're not motivated for their resolution at the new year. It is because they are trying to build the new thing on the old energy. And it doesn't work because it is not energetically aligned. And so the reason why cleansing energy is so important is because you want to clean out the closet, you want to clean out the refrigerator, you want to get rid of all the old stuff so that you are creating the energetic space for the new stuff. So this is why this video is very important right now, and it's going to help us all to reach our goals and our greatest potential in 2023. So let's talk about cleansing. I'll start with the cleansing techniques that most people are aware of, especially if you are starting a spiritual path or you're on your ascension path. Sage is very, very cleansing. It is great to smudge your home, smudge your body, your auric field, especially after you have been around other people. As an empath, we're always absorbing. And so very, very important when you have been around other people to cleanse that energy from you. All right. Another good cleansing technique is Palo Santo. It's similar like sage. It cleanses the energetic vibration. So it cleanses lower vibrations, negative energies, and helps to keep you in a clear, open, energetic space, right? Salt. This is a big one. I use salt daily, whether it is sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Those are the salts that you really can use any salt, but sea salt and pink Himalayan salt seem to be like the strongest. Salt cleanses energy, especially lower vibrational and negative energies. And so if you want to cleanse that type of energy, if you feel like you're being psychically attacked, if you're in a job where there is a lot of heavier energies, denser energies, I recommend using salt. You can use salt to cleanse your body, but you can also use salt to cleanse your environment. So for the body, you can either put the salt in a bath or you can scrub with it. This is often what I do. I'll take either pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. I'll put a bit of it in my hand and I'll start scrubbing my body. And as the shower is coming down, I just imagine all of those lower vibrations, any energetic junk that I have collected throughout the day to be cleansed from me. Once I cleanse with salt first, and you can cleanse your hair with salt. It's very important actually to do this because the hair, especially when it's down, is like psychic antennas. It's absorbing information as well. And so very, very important, especially if you wear your hair down, to cleanse your hair with salt before you shampoo. And this is what I do. I'll use the salt first and then I'll shampoo, I'll wash my hair, I'll do the conditioner, I'll wash my body with soap. But I always will do the salt first. And this is a thing where it's like understanding yourself, understanding your energy is very, very important. I usually do this in the evenings. However, if I've had a rough night's sleep and I've woken up and I feel like energetically drained, that is a sign that I need energetic cleansing. And so I will actually do that technique in the morning. All right. So it's very important for you to be aware of your energy at all times and sort of what's your natural energetic state, and then when you're sort of feeling energetically drained. Another thing I use, and I forgot to say, salt to cleanse your space. So what I do is I'll take some pink Himalayan salt and I'll put it in, one of those like water bottles, squeeze bottles that has the sprayer. You can get them from like the dollar store for like $1. I'll put pink Himalayan salt in those bottles, like not halfway, but like a third of the way. I'll mix the rest with water, purified, very clean water. And then I'll start spraying and wiping down the area that I'm in that I feel like needs to be energetically cleansed. You can do that in your home, you can do that in your office, but it does help. You'll start to notice either you're not absorbing the energy as much, or there's just more energetic peace, okay? So in addition to salt and Palo Santo and sage, I also use incense. But I only use certain specific types of incense. Dragon's blood incense. Dragon's blood not only cleanses energy, especially lower vibrational energies and very heavy, dense energies, it also shields you. And I'll do a separate video on shielding for empaths, but this is just going to focus on cleansing. But because dragon's blood incense, dragon's blood sage as well, does cleanse, and it's very good at cleansing, I use that. Another incense that I use for cleansing is frankincense. Frankincense is one of the best energetic cleansers that you can find. So I will use, it's a very strong smell, but it's a very great cleanser, okay? So I use frankincense incense very, very often. I always have some on hand. Another good cleanser is a product called Florida water. And yes, I live in South Florida, but it's not me going to the pond over there and putting water in a bowl. It is actually a thing that's called Florida water. It's very, very cleansing, very energetically cleansing. You can get it online for like $10, so it's not expensive, and it's something that I do highly recommend. Here's another thing that is good for cleansing: essential oils. I brought this little thing of pine. Pine is actually a great energetic cleanser. Pine, the essence of pine, cleanses lower vibrational energies, and it also cleanses like toxins and bacteria in the energetic space. So I use pine a lot at home when I'm cleaning. If I'm using the pine oil, I do suggest you only put a few drops in because it is an oil, so things can get kind of oily, but I'll like mop my floors with pine oil, and then my normal cleanser, I'll use pine sol. So pine is a great essential oil. If you start getting an essential oil where you burn the oils in your home, frankincense, again, one of the best. Frankincense is going to cleanse any lower dense energies, any negative vibrational energies. If you're regularly using frankincense, you'll notice a huge difference in your energy, all right? Pine, frankincense, eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus is very, very good at cleansing because it also cleanses, just like pine, cleanses bacteria in the air, it cleanses toxins in your environment. So I'm always buying stuff with eucalyptus in it. This is my little pocket hand sanitizer. Just had it with me in my purse, so I wanted to kind of show it as an example. I got this from Bath and Body Works. I use this a lot. The eucalyptus oil, eucalyptus scent is very, very important. I do like this aromatherapy line at Bath and Body Works. They got a lot of good stuff there. The other thing, lavender oil is very, very cleansing. Number one, because it brings in this calmness, and so it can be helpful for your emotions, especially if you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling down. Understanding that, you may not just be experiencing depression. As an empath, you've absorbed other things from other people and situations, and you're highly sensitive. And so you might be holding on to stuff that's not yours. And the lavender will kind of help to soothe you and bring you more peace. All right. And I'll use a lot of these oils too. Like I'll put them on my hands. The frankincense I put on my third eye. Lavender oil. Like if I'm really feeling like stressed out, I will just rub my hands in lavender oil, and I'll kind of just do this for a few minutes, and I'll notice myself calming down. How you can know if you're cleansing, if you're actually cleansing, is that you will start to feel more calm, more peaceful, more happy. So that's when you know that your energy is cleansed. Also, you'll feel physically lighter. You'll just feel like, oh, a weight's been lifted, because it has. All right. And the other thing I wanted to get into is crystals. Now, I'm only going to use a couple crystals, but to me, these are the best crystals for cleansing for a couple of different reasons. Number one, they're abundant, so they're very highly accessible, and they're cheap to get. All the crystals that I'm going to show you, I got for $10 or less. There are other really great cleansing crystals, but some of them are very rare and very, very expensive, a couple $100 a pop, all right? So that's one thing. The other thing is these crystals all cleanse in different ways. And so I use them all kind of together for different types of cleansing. So the first one, my go-to one, I do talk about this a lot when I talk about crystals, selenite. Selenite cleanses other crystals. It is a very, very high vibrational energy. If you are feeling upset, if you are feeling stressed, if you are feeling any kind of anger, and you kind of hold selenite in your hand, maybe meditate on it, maybe just sit, be in stillness, and let that energy kind of go through you, you will start to see within a couple minutes, you will start to calm down. It really will cleanse you. So I literally usually have a selenite wand in my bra. I'm not going to lie, because the reason why I put it in my bra is because it's next to my heart chakra, so that I'm not absorbing heavy energy and having to transmute it. All right. That's the reason why I do the selenite. But selenite, I highly, 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 highly recommend selenite, especially if you are, again, in high stress environments, dense environments, or dealing with certain people who are negative. Selenite will help to keep your energy clean and clear. The other really big crystal that I love, that I use a lot for cleansing, is clear quartz. Clear quartz helps to cleanse energy. I wear it a lot. I use it a lot. Clear quartz, if you put it on your third eye and you pray and ask for clarity, spirit will give you clarity. So clear quartz is a great crystal for clearing, wanting a clear answer about something, cleansing the energy around you. Clear quartz is really, really good for that, all right? The other one, my go-to for cleansing, is shungite. This is a piece of shungite. I got it for $8. Why shungite is so important? Shungite doesn't just cleanse energy. It doesn't just cleanse negative energy. It cleanses frequencies. So I actually always have shungite, always have it on me when I am doing my videos, because of the frequencies from the phone or the iPad. I always use shungite if I am in big environments, again, because it's cleansing and clearing all the negative EMF waves and the frequencies that we are bombarded with on a daily basis. All right. So shungite also is good for health. If you have health things that you are going through, I highly recommend working with the energy of shungite because it's going to cleanse and purify your cells. All right. Another good one for health, which I don't have here, I was looking for it everywhere and I couldn't find it, is bloodstone. If you have any blood-related issues, such as heavy menstrual cycles, anemia, any other viral issues that you deal with, I really do recommend bloodstone. Bloodstone will cleanse and clear the energy of your blood, all right? But I don't have it here, so I don't have it as an example. It's like a really dark green, but it has like little red flakes in it. That's what it looks like. If you want to go Google bloodstone, look up the healing and medicinal properties, and it is a good stone for cleansing, all right? And especially, again, if you have some health issues, bloodstone and shungite are the best crystals to use. Here's the other ones that I really use and really love. Amethyst. Amethyst is often called the healer's stone. It brings in a ton of emotional healing. Another one that soothes your energy, really can calm you down. The other thing that is so freaking important about amethyst that people don't realize is because it is that purple color, it actually transmutes energy. So if you are in an environment where there is a lot of negative energy, wear amethyst because you're going to transmute all that negative energy. It will not hit you. You will not absorb it. All right. The one thing as well with amethyst, the ancient Greeks used to use it. This is a funny story, but they would use it when they were partying and drinking because they noticed that if they drank out of amethyst chalices, they wouldn't get as drunk. If they were really drunk, they would use amethyst to keep a clear head. Okay. And also the day after drinking and partying, they would use amethyst because they noticed like the hangover period was less. So not that I'm recommending for you to get drunk and get sloshed and use, different substances and stuff. But if that is something that you occasionally do, you want to use and wear the energy of amethyst stone. You want to have amethyst on you if you're going to go out partying, go out drinking, because it's going to help. Again, it's a transmuter, so it's going to transmute any negative, lower energies in the environment, especially because drinking brings out a lot of violence. It brings out a lot of denser energies. So if you have the amethyst, you're going to protect yourself from those energies, but it also is going to help with keeping your mind clear, making good decisions if you are in that kind of drunken, inebriated state. But also the one thing that people don't talk about often is when you are using substances to excess, so you're getting drunk or you're using sort of, different drugs and stuff like that, you actually open up your auric field, because when you are not in your right mind, when you're not in your conscious mind, you open up the space for other things to come in. Everything is energy, and just because you can't see it doesn't mean there aren't entities and attachments and all different kinds of other energies that you can't see or not aware of impacting your energy too. And so the one thing, again, I do not recommend you go and get drunk and go party to the point where you are inebriated. But if you do, wear a lot of amethyst on you because it will protect your auric field enough where you don't have entities and attachments jumping into it. Because oftentimes people do not realize that a lot of the bad luck that they're having, a lot of the issues that they're having in their life are related to energetic attachments that are influencing them in negative ways. All right. So amethyst is freaking rock star when it comes to stones. Transmutes energy. It keeps the mind clear and calm and sober. And it also really, really helps with helping with depression, helping with heavier, denser emotions. All right. The other stone that helps to cleanse, but it's specifically for heart cleansing, is rose quartz. Rose quartz is very, very good if you have a broken heart, if you are feeling really sad about a relationship, about a family member, if you are dealing with the energy of grief. Rose quartz will help to soothe and cleanse those energies. Rose quartz is also good for forgiveness. And so if you're holding on to resentment and anger because of a situation that has happened to you, whether in the past or a more recent situation, really work with the energy of rose quartz, and you want to put it on your heart chakra. And just imagine that pink rose energy is flooding your heart, cleansing out any of the denser, lower emotions. And you'll start to see a big, big difference. All right. So I've talked about that kind of cleansing. I'll briefly get into for cleaning your house, right? For keeping positive energy in your house. If you can do this, and not everybody can, but you want fresh air, open the windows, open the door. If you have a screened-in door, keep the doors open. Keeping fresh air in the house cleanses the energy and density in the house. Also, if you have a home where you feel like there are discarnate spirits, ghosts, entities, again, put lavender all over the home, under the bed, under the pillows, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the closet, wherever you feel like there is entities or attachments or spirits, put lavender in the home because it will cleanse those energies out. Salt, use cleansing salt in the home. As I mentioned before, it doesn't have to be pink Himalayan salt. It could be sea salt. Do the salt with the water, spray, wipe things down, actually clean, actually wipe things down, and then use your normal cleaning products that you use. But you'll notice a big difference energetically in the house, in the space that you are in. If you share a space with somebody else, just do this for like your bedroom and your bathroom, but still you will notice a big difference energetically. Amethyst is also good in the house if there's like, people in your home. I'm a parent, I have kids, sometimes my kids are in a bad mood, but amethyst being in the house in a lot of different spaces actually helps to keep everybody in kind of like a calm and good mood. So there is amethyst hidden in different places all over where I live, all right? And it'll help for kind of calming energy and calming emotions. This is especially true if like you have, people in your house that there's some conflict with or challenges with. Buy a bunch of amethyst. Again, you can get amethyst for relatively cheap. You can get the littler stones of amethyst and just start putting them in different places in your house. All right. You'll start to notice that things really clear out. Use pine to clean as well. Use vinegar to clean as well. Lemons. So I'm going to talk about lemon for a minute. People say lemons are cleansers. Yes and no. For me, lemons are great for the body, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. They do really cleanse energy in your body. But what lemons are great at, especially in your home or energetic space, whether it's your bedroom or it's your office, is if you take a whole lemon, and put it in your space and it rots within a day or two, it's a detection system for negative and lower vibrational energies. And so If you see that happening within a day or two, it starts to get moldy, it starts to get rotten, then it's a signal to you that there are lower vibrational energies in your home space or in your environment, and that there needs to be cleansing. And so then you can go back and use the sage, the Palo Santo, the salt, the essential oils, put crystals around and cleanse that space. All right. Also, lavender. The essence of lavender can be very, very cleansing as well in the house. I always have those like plug-in essential oils. I have lavender like in the bathroom. I have lavender all over the house, and it's just very cleansing, very calming. So here is the other things that Spirit wanted me to talk about when cleansing energy, especially for empaths. Your body is your vehicle. It is your sacred vessel. It is the refrigerator, so to speak, for the soul. And it is important to keep your body cleansed and detoxed as well. And so here are some foods Spirit wanted me to talk about. Going back to lemons. Lemons are a great detox. You can just put sometimes I'll just do like fresh lemon juice on my salads or lemon juice in my water, but lemons are great for cleansing. All right. You want to keep the body cleansed as well, because when the body is cleansed, the mind is clear, the thoughts are clear, the emotions are clear, which means you have a clearer, stronger access to your spirit, to your guidance, to your guides, to your angels, to your intuition. And so that's why it's important for empaths to cleanse the body as well. All right. Internally by what you consume. Another thing is turmeric. Turmeric is a great tool if you want to actually increase your intuition. I do a technique where I put turmeric on my third eye to really open up my third eye. But I also will put it in water. I drink those little turmeric shots. It's good for immunity, but it's also good for cleansing energy and good for really connecting with, because if you're cleansed, you're clear, you're open, and so your intuition will be even stronger. Okay. So turmeric, leafy greens like kale and spinach. You don't have to eat it every day, but start incorporating more of that energy, more of those foods into your diet. Ginger is a great detox. Ginger is a great cleanser. Make sure, again, not something you have to do every day, but start incorporating it into your diet. Water, number one thing. You are 80% water in your body, and people don't freaking drink enough water. You've got to hydrate. You've got to drink water. If you don't like plain water, put some freaking lemon in it. Put some turmeric in it. Put some cayenne in it. Cayenne pepper is great for cleansing and detox too. But you've got to drink water. You also want to drink like either a high alkaline water or like a spring water. But you've got to drink more water, okay? Very, very, very important for the new year. Probiotics. So you can get a lot of probiotics from drinking kombucha, which is a fermented tea. I drink kombucha quite a bit, not every day, but a couple times a week. Also yogurt, certain yogurts have a really good probiotic content. Why you want probiotics in the body is because probiotics eat the bad bacteria. It's the good bacteria that helps to flush out the bad bacteria. It helps to flush out the toxins. So you absolutely want to add more probiotics to your diet. Green tea, great for antioxidants. It's a very, very good thing to start incorporating in when you want to cleanse and clear and detox the body. Grapefruit. Citrus is really good, but grapefruit is probably the best one for detox and cleansing. Avocados. I love avocados. I love avocado toast. I love avocado. I love guacamole. So start incorporating more avocados into your diet. It'll help to cleanse the body, all right? Beets. Now, I'm not a huge beet person. I will eat it, but typically the most beets I get are from like those fresh pressed juices. I'll get one with beets in it. Very, very good for the body. Definitely want beets for cleansing and detoxing. Sauerkraut, it is a fermented food and it is excellent for cleansing and detoxing. Also, because it's fermented, it has a lot of probiotics. Asparagus and broccoli. I personally am not a big asparagus person, but I do like broccoli, but both are great for detox and cleansing. Garlic is literally one of the best things for detox and cleansing. Yes, it's very strong, but if you don't eat it every day, but you eat it enough, you really boost your immunity. Cabbage is a really good detox cleanser as well. Blueberries is good too, and dandelion root. I'm also going to add onions, because if you want to detox your body, I actually did this while I was sick with COVID, and it really, really helped. Now, the best detox is to eat a raw onion. I will never do that. It's not happening where I'm going to eat a whole raw onion. Nope, not happening. So if you don't want to eat a whole raw onion, another way to really detox toxins out of your body is to get one of those red onions. They're like a purple color. And you're going to cut up in large chunks, and then you're going to put them in a pair of socks. You're going to go to sleep with those socks, and you're going to put it in both sides. So you're going to put, chunks of the big, large red onion in your left foot sock, and chunks of the big red onion in your right foot sock. And you're going to go to sleep. All right. I'm single, so it's like I'm not stanking out my partner. So this worked for me. And plus I was sick and I wanted to get better. And I didn't want to use the product on the market that is the treatment, because I was guided not to use it. I wanted to do a natural method. And so I was guided to do this. It will cleanse toxins out of your body, that onion. But again, warning, it's strong. Onions have a potent smell, so it's strong. I did throw away those socks that I used, and then had to wash my sheets and, clean up everything to get that onion smell out. But it did work. It does help to detox your body. All right. And if you don't want to eat the raw onion, that's the other way that you can do it. You just want to make sure that you're putting it on and going to sleep and doing a full night's sleep, so that it's absorbing all of the toxic energy from your body. Another thing onions can do, again, if you don't like onion, you don't like the strong onion smell, you can use the other cleansing techniques in the home, but onions also cleanse toxins from the air. And so you can cut that onion in half and put it in certain rooms, like put the onion in a bowl facing up in your bedroom, in your kitchen. And then, overnight, it's going to cleanse the toxins in the air. But it does, again, it smells like onion. So you got to weigh the cost benefit analysis, but it is a cleanser. It is a cleanser, and it helps the detox. Here is the other thing that is so important for empaths to understand about cleansing. You got to keep your emotions clean and clear. As an empath, you're absorbing everything. And even further than that, what you need to understand too, and this is one thing that they teach you in Reiki, is that your left hand is your receptive hand. It is your feminine energy, right? Your right hand is your active hand. It is your masculine energy. But with your receptive energy, everything you touch, you're actually absorbing energy from. Because your hands are energy portals. That's why healing energy can come through the hands. But again, because your hands are energy portals, anything that you're touching with your receptive hand, you're absorbing. So every door handle, every person that you might meet, everything that you touch at the store that you're going to put in your basket, you don't know who came before you and touched that. And I'm not talking in terms of bacteria and viruses, although that is our life and our world now ever since the pandemic. that these things are going to be happening more and more. But I'm talking specifically about the energy. If you had, say you grabbed a box of cereal, but you don't know that 5 minutes before you came and grabbed that box of cereal at the store, somebody who is really angry or really depressed grabbed that box of cereal. If you're grabbing it, you're absorbing some of that energy because they left some of that energy on that box of cereal. And this is why it's so important to do these cleansing techniques. Do what works for you. Like I said, I rarely eat asparagus because I don't like asparagus, but I like broccoli and I like spinach. So I will eat those things. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't stand the smell of frankincense, pick one of the essential oils that you actually like the smell of and start using that one, okay? Do what works for you. One size does not fit all. You've got to know what works for you and what doesn't, because if it works for you, you'll work it and then it'll actually help you and be for your benefit. This channel, my purpose is for helping you on your path, but to empower yourself. It's not for me to do it for you. It's for me to give you the guidance, for me to give you the information that I'm receiving, and for you to do what you want with that. So find what works best for you. But going back to what Spirit actually said was the most important part of this whole thing that I have done, this whole video, is this part that I'm getting into now. So I've saved the best for last. As an empath, again, you are absorbing everything, a little bit of energy of everything that you touch, everything that comes into your environment. And so what is really, really important is your emotional cleansing techniques. It is more important than sage. It is more important than any essential oil. Your emotional cleansing techniques are the most important, because if you are not a vibrational match for lower vibrational energies, because you're not in lower emotions, you're not going to have lower vibrational experiences. All right. You're going to see that your life and your situation and your experiences and your relationships really, really shift. But if you are in low vibrational states, anger, fear, resentment, one of the biggest ones, bitterness, jealousy, really just feeling, feeling that sense of lack, feeling that sense of victimhood. If you are in any of those spaces, you are naturally going to attract more of that energy, including entities that absorb and want to feed off of that energy from you. Okay? So your emotional cleansing is the most important thing you need to take from this video. So, how to emotionally cleanse, all right? For me, I love music. If you don't love music, then music would not be a good emotional cleanser for you. But if there are certain types of music that you love, use it to cleanse and clear your emotions. Here is the kicker with that. You want to use high energy and high vibrational music, because if you're listening to certain music, and especially a lot of the modern music, there's a lot of songs I like and a lot of modern artists that I like, but you've got to understand that the frequency of the music now, that 808 frequency, is a lower vibrational frequency. It is harnessing your energy and bringing it down into lower realms. So you do not want to listen to a lot of that music. Again, even though there's a lot of artists that I like, a lot of songs that I like, a lot of songs that I hear, you want to listen to a high vibrational music. If it's music without words, then you want to do the 528 frequency hertz, okay? So if it's a meditation music, you want to do that 528 frequency hertz. Very, very important. 528 or 420, I think it's 428 or 528. None of the others, okay? 528 or 428. Here's the other thing. For me, I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in the 80s. I love 80s pop. It raises my vibration. It makes me think about, happy times in my childhood. And so I listen to a lot of 80s music just because it keeps me in that high vibe. It's very emotionally cleansing for me. I'll sing along to my favorite songs. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun, you blow my mind, hey, Mickey. I'll dance to it. It puts me in a high vibrational state because a lot of that is high energy music. And so find what high energy music works for you. If that's high energy country music, that's fine. But you don't want to listen to a lot of country music that's talking about, the sadness, the sad country music. Oh, my person left me. Oh, my life is terrible, because you're absorbing that energy in. So again, for emotional cleansing, if you're going to listen to music, it's got to be high energy music that makes you feel good. That's not where the lyrics are not dense. Okay. Very, very important. Number 2 for emotional cleansing that is so valuable, so important. If you start doing this, you'll notice a big difference. I always buy these little composition books for my journals. And I have different journals. I have dream journals. I like this one because to me, it kind of reminds me of dream time. I have journals for my goals and my physical dreams. So it would be my sleeping dreams. When I wake up, I'll write down my dreams and stuff and messages that I get from my dreams. I'll have my waking dreams, my goals and the intentions and the things that I want to achieve. I'll have just my creative writing. I'll have journals where that are just prayer journals. I have ones for just affirmations. I have ones for ideas. I have a notepad that I carry around with me, and whenever I get a really cool idea or good idea or something that I want to do, I'll write the idea down just so I don't forget it. But I also have a journal to vent. I have what I call my vent journal, my bitch fest, right? Because again, you're an empath. You've got to cleanse energy. Emotions are energy in motion. So you're not meant to hold on to, you're meant to keep it in motion, keep it moving. So if I had a bad day, I had a bad experience, someone triggered me, I will literally write in my vent bitch fest journal all the things that bothered me about the experience and why I'm triggered, and what that person said, what that person did. I'll write it down until I feel more peaceful. Again, your feelings are the barometer. If you're triggered, if you're upset, if you're depressed, if you feel weighed down, if you're angry, that's showing you need to cleanse. But if you start to feel lighter, you start to feel more peaceful, you start to feel more calm, you start to feel more relaxed, you even start to feel happy, that's showing you've cleansed your energy. And so journaling for empaths is extraordinarily important. It's good to get the emotions out. It is good to get the emotions out. I will bitch, vent, and then I'll rip the page up and rip it up and just release it. That's how I release it. So it's not energetically collecting space in the journal, but I do have a journal to fucking vent all my shit in. All right. That's a very, very important thing for empaths. You've got to release energy. You've got to vent. Even if your venting is your fears. Very, very important. If you're afraid of something in your life right now, and it's been bringing a lot of worry, and it's been bringing a lot of anxiety, and you've been thinking a lot about it, get a journal or even just a piece of paper and write down all the things that you fear. Write down what you're feeling. Really tap into what you're feeling and write it down. And then you want to say like a little prayer or a little intention once you feel better, once you feel more energetically peaceful, once you feel more energetically clear. Just that, you know, for my highest good, I release this and let it go. And I am cleansing this energy or cleansing these fears from my mind, body, and soul now. And I am free. Something simple like that. Make it your own affirmation, make it your own little prayer, whatever's going to work for you. But then once you do that, you either want to burn that piece of paper or you want to rip it up and just throw it away so that you're releasing it, okay? But venting and journaling for empaths, extremely important. The other thing, meditation. So important to meditate, because having a peaceful mind means that you will have peaceful emotions. When your mind is calm, your emotions are calm. When your mind is not calm, your emotions are not calm. So meditation, starting a daily meditation routine, whether it is, there's a great app called Calm if you want to practice just learning how to be quiet. I highly recommend that app because you can set a timer for freaking 5 minutes. And every morning that you wake up, take 5 minutes and just meditate on one word. If you can't keep your mind quiet now because you need more practice and more discipline meditating, literally pick one word: calm, 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 calm. And so when you're listening to that app or setting your timer on your iPhone or you're on your clock, for 5 minutes, you're just going to meditate on that one word, and you're going to say it to yourself over and over again for that whole period of time. You're going to focus your intention just on that one thing: calm, 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 calm. I guarantee you, if you start doing that regularly, you're going to have calmer days. You're going to feel calmer. After that 5 minute period of time, you're going to be calmer. It's very, very, very helpful. All right. And practice that. I'm serious. Start with 5 minutes. After a month, once you've mastered the 5 minutes, add 10 to do 10 minutes, and just, if you have trouble, again, if meditation is hard for you, if it's hard to tune everything out or it's hard to let go of all the thoughts, pick one word and focus on that energy. It can be love, 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 love. And you want to repeat it to yourself quietly in your mind: love, love. I'm only saying it out loud for this video, but if I were to do this practice, I would just be still and quiet, and I'd be in my mind saying love, love, love. And I'd just be focusing on that one thing until my timer went up, right? That's how you practice. Practice makes perfect, but also practice it strengthens your spiritual muscle, right? The other thing is exercise. Exercise is very important for empaths. Again, you've got to move the body. You've got to let go of the emotions, and exercising helps you cleanse your emotional state. Exercising produces endorphins, which makes you feel good. Very important for empaths, okay? Now, here's the thing though. We all are slightly different and all like different types of exercising. So find something that works for you. Whether it's being outside and just walking in nature, walking, deciding to do 5,000 steps on your lunch break, going to a spin class, going to a yoga class, going to a Tai Chi class, doing kickboxing, doing, what you like and what you don't like. And you will be more successful if you're doing the things that you like to do and not the things that you don't like to do. So this is a really good time to kind of get tuned into what you like to do as far as exercise, swimming, running, whatever it is, and just start to put aside time every day where you can, whether it is in the morning, whether it is during your lunch break, whether it is in the evening, where you can squeeze in even just 30 minutes of exercise. It will start to clear and cleanse the emotions. The more consistent you are with it, and it'll be much better for you to keep your energy clear and cleansed. All right. The other thing, and people, sometimes we do this, but sometimes we feel like guilty for doing this, is crying. Crying is a great cleanser. It is the sacred waters which are within yourself, your tears, and it is flushing those tears, those emotions, those bottled up feelings out. Give yourself permission to cry. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if your family is like, we don't fucking cry. Fuck you. I'm going to cry, and it's my party. I'm going to cry if I want to. I'll sit in the bathroom and just cry for 5 minutes. Do it if you feel like you need to cry, if you feel like you have a lot of emotions bottled up. Cry. Let yourself cry. Let yourself come into that space where you are cleansing those sacred waters, because a good cry makes you feel so much better. Honestly, a good cry makes you feel so much lighter, so much happier. You know, you don't have to cry in front of people. Do it on your own time. Like I said, go in the bathroom, lock the door, and just fucking start crying. Start crying. And push out all of that emotional junk. Cleanse it out. Very, very important. Sometimes you gotta cry, and you gotta let yourself cry. And you've gotta love yourself enough to say, okay, this is what I need to cleanse. Right? The other thing is nature. You realize that I come outside a lot. I do my videos outside a lot. This is because when I'm in nature, it helps to ground my energy. It also helps me to just feel energetically clear and cleansed. And so for me, nature is my sanctuary. I love looking at the earth. I love the trees. I love plants. I love flowers. The reason why nature is good, though, say you don't love nature, okay? And that's okay. You don't have to love nature. But what you don't realize is, like, the trees, they cleanse the air. They cleanse the toxins from the air. The grass, the bushes, they all cleanse. If you touch a tree, if you actually put your hands on the grass or put your hands on a bush, you will feel the vibration. But it can cleanse your energy as well. There are a lot of elementals and nature spirits that you can't see with your physical eyes, but they are there, and they help to cleanse the density in the air. And so being out in nature will help to cleanse you emotionally. And this is why nature is important. Even if you don't like being outside, let yourself sit outside for like 5-10 minutes a day, and you'll start to see a big difference in how calm you feel emotionally, how connected you feel to everything. It's very, very important for empaths to be connected to nature, all right? Laughing. Oh my God, laughter is the best medicine, and it is. It literally is one of the best medicines. If you are feeling down, if you are feeling stressed, like, find something, watch comedies, watch something that makes you laugh. Really have that hearty, good belly laugh, because it cleanses energy. And it's really, really good. You know, they have laughing yoga classes. They have just laughing meditation classes where you all just sit there and you just in a circle and you just start laughing. And by the end of it, it's like the best thing ever. You just feel so happy, feel so peaceful. Everybody's happy, everybody's light. Laughter. Start adding in more laughter and more fun. It's very good for emotional cleansing, right? You need it. You actually need it. You really do. And last but certainly not least is screaming. Okay? So here's what I recommend for this. If you're in a large populated area, if you're in a house where there's a lot of people home, you don't want to just start... You don't want to just start screaming like that. That's not what I mean here. But if you can scream into a pillow, if you can go in the bathtub and put the water up to a high place in the bathtub and get underneath the water and start screaming. Screaming will help to cleanse and purify anger. Screaming will help to cleanse and purify stress. And honestly, after you do it, you do feel clearer and you feel better. So screaming is definitely recommended for empaths. This is especially true if you are angry or you are stressed out. Or even if you can just go in your car, drive in your car and just be screaming. Like, scream, stop. Scream, stop. Scream, stop. Again, I don't recommend it in highly densely populated areas because someone's like gonna call the police on you or, maybe think, oh, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this person. But screaming also is very energetically and emotionally cleansing for empaths. So why is cleansing important? Cleansing is important because, again, you don't want to have that old stuck energy sort of influencing or blocking the new that you want to bring in. And so as an empath, you have to have daily cleansing routines that work for you, that help you to easily navigate and sort of, be in the world, but not of it, and not absorb everything, but become more of the observer. It's very, very important to cleanse. All right. So I hope this video helped for everybody who wanted to have that cleansing video. I have a few other spiritual talks I'm being guided to do, so I will be posting those over the next couple weeks. But yes, just really, really important to find what works for you. Do the things that you like, use the things that you like, and really ask your guidance too. What's the best way for me to cleanse? And you will get that guidance. So I'm sending lots of love to everybody. Start the new year off clean, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Start it off clean, all right? Again, sending lots of love. Take care.